been reflecting a lot. Haven't made a video in a bit, and I was thinking I had a conversation with my cousin last week, and she was just like, she's a Capricorn. She was like, "What's up with you bagging on Capricorn?" And I tried to explain that I was speaking more to the intensity of the season because of the transits and the planets and the formations and all of that. But it's just interesting because astrology, there's so many ways that we're divided, right? I mean, we're seeing that, we're feeling it, seeing it, experiencing that more than ever now, the division in this world, and based on the constructs that we've created. And I never want astrology to be another form of division. Now, yes, it's a divide, the chart, the zodiac is divided, but it's not meant to separate all of us, because we all have all of those components in ourselves. It doesn't matter if you have planets there or not, or points or placements or aspects to those houses. Like, we have all the zodiac signs within us. We can access all of these different components of our personality, of ourself. And so I know, like, I'm one person projecting my, ultimately, yes, it's like I'm trying to objectively tell you about astrology, but it's also I'm projecting my personal self and beliefs and personal insecurities and personal strengths and personal challenges. So you are getting someone that is speaking, and as much as I try to filter out my own subjective nature, you can't really, and that's the cool thing. Like, when you watch any astrologer or have any astrological reading, you're getting their essence. You're getting a lot of partly of what they're going through. I mean, yes, like at the ideal, you are able to cut all of that off and just be a channel of pure light. But I think that we will always be clouded by, not clouded, but we will always have particles of ourself in what we are communicating. So it's I never want to cast any sign in a negative light. I love every zodiac sign, and the areas that I struggle in to believe in myself, are the signs that probably challenge me, because I have a lack of love for myself, or ability, or like belief of my own belief, and that I can succeed in those areas of my life. And so, this Capricorn season, it's just really interesting, right? Because this Capricorn season, the reason why it was so intense and continues to still feel tense, even though we're in Aquarius season, which I'm going to do another video about, is, when you think of, like, as an astrologer, when you look at like a chart, you look at like the big hand of the clock and the little hand of the clock. The big hand being like Jupiter, and the little hand being Saturn. And it's like, okay, what's the hour, what's the minute, to give you a really quick overview of the climate of what's going on, especially like from a worldly point of view. And so to have the big hand and the little hand both, striking midnight, the top of the clock, it's an overemphasis in our structures and our institutions and the things that we've relied on to remain steady. And now that they are being physically transformed, and we just came from not renewing, but like rebirth, like birthing our new beliefs with Jupiter and Sag. Like, we had to really expand what we believe could be possible. And what now, like with Jupiter and Cap, it's like our beliefs in line with the current powers that be. Is there integrity there? Jupiter and Capricorn will be searching for integrity, but it will also be expanding what is there and what is not working. What I love about Capricorn so much is that it pushes us to be at our best, and not just like reaching a plateau, or not reaching a plateau, reaching like a certain career height. I mean like our character. When I think of integrity, I immediately think Capricorn. And I just want you guys to remember during these times where it just seems like, where's integrity, you know? And why is everything so fucking dark? Like, this is a tangent, but the fact that, like, almost every movie has such an intense, just dark, transformative vibe to it just speaks to the Pluto-Saturn influence, you know, having Pluto and Saturn in the same sign. And even before, really in the past, like, 5-6 years, I mean, Pluto has been with us for 10 years now, 12 years. You know, it shows a kind of, not a darkening, but a deepening of our nature, an exploration of our not darker, but our exploration of our deeper hidden selves, of our parts of ourselves that we are afraid of and that we don't maybe bring out into the light. And so we're seeing everything with Saturn there and Jupiter now. It's becoming concrete and very apparent, and we can't, you know, it's not subtext anymore. It's very much the text. It's the genre. It's what we're in. We can't deny that we're not in like a dark psychological like utopian transformation machine. You know, it's just, that's what it is. So I just want to say that if keep in mind, like, I'm a human being projecting what I hope is pure astrology, but I know that I'm also projecting my personality, and so keep that in mind when you listen to anyone. You're getting part of themselves, and part of what they're going through, and maybe it's exactly what you're going through, maybe it's different, but they're all just exploring. None of it's wrong. It's just exploring different areas, just like our chart and who we are. We're just exploring different parts of our chart at all times, and that's what these sun transits are. It's just highlighting different parts of ourselves. You can never separate any zodiac sign from who you are, as much as you may not have planets there, as much as you feel like you're so different. The beautiful thing is when you realize that we're unified by the zodiac, and we're unified by many things. This is just one thing that I have explored a lot, and that I feel like I see it. You know, I see it everywhere. I see, go into a Trader Joe's or a grocery store like the first day of a sun sign, you'll watch the energy. You'll see the expression of that sign in everyone. All those people aren't Aquarians, or all those people aren't Geminis or Cancers, but you'll see that energy. And it's just highlighting the different parts of ourselves. So in closing, this is not a super structured video. This is really just about understanding that it's easy to kind of to sound like dismissive of certain, you know, when a transit's difficult, to just cast everything associated with that transit in a negative light. And that's not what I want to do, but I want to explain that as a human being, like, you're probably, you know, getting what I'm projecting. Whatever I'm projecting is possibly, if it's a negative, it's stuff I'm struggling with, and that I want to improve upon in my life, but haven't found the way to do that yet. So thanks to all you guys, and thanks to just this community. There's just so much love, like, coming out of people, and the darkest, and what seems like dark in the outside world may seem like the brightest light within, and I think that's the most inspiring thing. And then the next video is going to be all about how this Aquarius season is such a look ahead to the world we're building together, the new world, and especially when Saturn in March goes into into Aquarius for a few months, just as a preview of this new world we're going to be building together. So anyway, thank you guys. I will talk to you soon.